Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigerian newspapers. And the front page of the Matrix, which we are beginning with, the major story here says, Yahaya Bello's alleged 80 billion naira theft case. Drama as conflicting court orders may hamper trial of ex-Kogi governor. EFCC flexes muscles, warns against further obstruction of its operations. Falana blows hot, says no court can prevent EFCC from prosecuting Yahaya Bello. And another story here, Naira abuse, Davido delighted as court grants Cubana chief priest 10 million naira bail. And another story here, Atiku Wike finally meet at PDP National Caucus meeting ahead of NEC meeting today. Former PDP chair Ayu withdraws appeal against removal. IMF envisions Nigeria's inflation dropping to 26.3% before next year. Those are some of the stories you find on the front page of the Matrix newspaper. And to Platform Times now, EFCC obtains order to drag ex-Governor Yahaya Bello to court Thursday. That's today. Now, ex-Governor claims EFCC arrest attempt illegal, breaching court order. Now, 10 killed, 20 injured as commercial bus hits IED in Borno terror attack. And another story here. A Nigerian army apprehends 2 soldiers for cable theft at Dangote refinery. NAPTIP drags Enugu resident to court for 4-year sexual exploitation of minor. Protesters block road in Benue demanding justice for killings. Some stories you find on the front page of the Platform Times. And to the blueprint now, still talking about the alleged 84 billion naira fraud. Clash of court orders as EFCC's bid to arrest ex-Kogi Governor Bello fails. FHC issues warrant of arrest and Kogi High Court restrains anti-graft body. Ododo visits embattled predecessor Bello seeks Tinubu's intervention. Now, ahead of today's NEC meeting, PDP National Working Committee passes confidence vote on Damagum. Governor says no faction in party IU withdraws. Another story, Nigerian dons, other professionals in Cameroon jail beg for federal government's intervention. To the Nigerian News Direct now, still talking about the alleged 80.2 billion naira fraud, EFCC faced resistance as Governor Ododo rescues Yahaya Bello from arrest, as Bello accuses anti-graft agency of flouting court order. Supporters allege witch hunt or former governor. EFCC warns individuals from obstructing operatives, insists Bello not above the law. Kebbi government hands over 10 hectares of Naseni for Agriculture Machinery Institute. All who threaten Nigeria's sovereignty will have themselves to blame. Tinubu to Yoruba agitators. These are some of the stories you find on the front page of the Nigeria News Direct. To this Nigeria newspaper now. The major story, 84 billion naira alleged fraud. Ododo whisks Bello away to evade EFCC arrest. Standoff continues with counter-court orders between ex-Kogi governor, anti-graft agency. Now, Tinubu wants Yoruba Nation agitators. Others meet Afenifere leaders. Court remands 29 suspects over Oyo Assembly invasion. Kano Court affirms Ganduje's suspension as APC national chairman. Now, private sector calls for suspension of electricity tariff hike. And this story here, PDP NEC meeting, it's 0 hour. Pro-anti-Damagum forces flex muscles. National Working Committee passes vote of confidence on national chairman as Wike, Atiku, others attend caucus meeting. Some stories you find on the front page of this Nigeria newspaper. To the First News newspaper now. EFCC siege. Shootout as Kogi governor smuggles Yahaya Bello out of Abuja residence. Anti-graft agencies operatives, Kogi governor security details exchange fire. Court give conflicting orders on Bello's arrest prosecution as EFCC obtains arrest warrant for ex-Kogi governor. how EFCC DSS police plan to forcefully arrest Yahaya Bello before Governor Ududu's arrival. Now to the story. Naira abuse court grants Cubana chief priest 10 million naira bail, seizes his international passport. After trial, brags money na water. Anyway, another story here. Police arraigned 29 Yoruba Nation agitators in Ibadan as Oyo demolishes their building. Cardozo links depleting reserves to debt repayment. El-Rufai's probe, we won't be intimidated by your threat, Kaduna Speaker tells ex-governor's son. Bandits marching Kaduna residents into forest. Wike Atiku meet at PDP caucus meeting ahead of NEC as party's National Working Committee party's vote of confidence in Damagum. Those are some of the stories you find on the front page of the First News newspaper. To the Leadership newspaper now. The major story here is talking about the APC-PDP crisis. Ganduje battles for survival. Damagum knows fate today. Ganduje fingers NNPP in Kano crisis. Youth back national chairman as a ward excuse petition NJC. The National Executive Council meeting will decide on Damagum today, PDP governors have said. Now, controversy trails conflicting court orders over Yahaya Bello's arrest. And it's not our intention to defend Naira. That's what the CBN governor is saying. Electricity tariff, 65% of private businesses risk shutting down, and they're asking for a reversal of the hike in electricity tariff. Now, Kanu News, fate on fresh bail, house arrest bid May 20th. Federal government raises over $1 billion to boost local production of drugs. Bob Risky moved to Kirikiri from Ikoyi prison. FRC get 21-day ultimatum on 45 billion naira unremitted funds. You feel us?
So we'll move to New Telegraph from my end. Court grants order suspending Ganduje as APC national chair. We won't obey the order, it's unlawful, says APC. Let's fraud. Ganduje's absence from court stalls arrangement. News analysis. Will Ganduje go like Oshomole? PDP NWC passes confidence vote in Damagum. Nigeria processors jailed in Cameroon seeks reps intervention. CBN didn't use reserves to defend the Naira, says Cardozo. That's in the New Telegraph newspaper this morning. We move to Daily Trust. Governors Atiku Wike test strength as PDP NEC meeting holds today. IU withdraws suit against party. NWC passes vote of confidence on Damagum. North Central insists on completing IU's term. Uncertainty over Ondo APC primary as court affirms Ganduje's suspension as two courts issue conflicting orders on his arrest. Local government chairman, councillors decry removal plot as Kaduna Assembly trims tenure. BDCs now buying dollar at 980 naira, as according to APCON president. EFCC siege, Ododo smuggles Yahaya Bello out amidst gunshots. That's in the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. The Daily Times says, we are resolute in achieving economic security for all Nigerians, says Tinubu. Says those who threaten the sovereignty of Nigeria would pay a heavy price. Tension, anxiety greets PDP NEC meeting as pressure mounts on Damagum to resign. Courts deciding Nnamdi Kanu's request for bail, house arrest, May 20th. Probe, stop threatening Kaduna Assembly, Speaker tells El-Rufai's son. APC crisis, court restrains Ganduje from parading himself as national chairman. Alleged 80 billion naira money laundering. EFCC arraigns Yahaya Bello today. That's in the Daily Times newspaper this morning. The Nation newspaper reads here, violent ethnic agitators will pay the price, says Tinubu. President hosts Afenifere leaders. 29 Yoruba Nation crusaders arraigned in Ibadan. APC kicks against illegal court order on Ganduje. Chair, president is target. PDP has no leadership change plan. Governors insist. Naira abuse, Davido, others react as Cubana chief priest gets bail. CBN not defending Naira with foreign reserves, says Cardozo. That's in the Nation newspaper this morning. The Vanguard says CBN not using reserves to defend the Naira, says Cardoso. Yoruba Nation, Oyo government demolishes Onitiri Abiola's residence. Ganduje kicks as Kano court affirms his suspension. Those threatening Nigeria's sovereignty have a price to pay, says Tinubu. And killings, Benue communities protest, herdsmen attacks, want grazing laws strictly enforced. That's in the Vanguard newspaper this morning. The Daily Independent, Nigeria unattractive with high visa, $170 biometric fees as experts. Stakeholders task insurance regulator, operators on image of sector. A PDP neck, we won't allow Marauders factionalize our party. Governors warned. North Central perfects plan to name national chairman. 13,000 megawatts for 200,000 megawatts demands unacceptable, says Obi. Says Nigeria has the lowest per capita wattage in the world. Dangote refinery crashing of diesel prices excites Tinubu. Court to rule on Nnamdi Kanu's plea seeking restoration of bail May 20th. That's in the Daily Independent this morning. The Guardian says, poor funding model, Port City stalls $3.2 billion Eastern Rail project 3 years after. Project was flagged off in March 2021 for delivery in 2023 to be funded by 85% foreign loan and 15% federal government counterparts contribution. The $3.2 billion project has been stalled by funding, removal of old rail tracks without a definite plan for their replacement worries residents. Court affirms Ganduje sack, APC kicks. Why Nigeria's foreign reserves dipped by Cardoso. All eyes on PDP governors as IU's lawsuit withdrawal alters balance for Damagum. Terrorists abduct 2 pregnant, 8 nursing women, 10 others in Katsina State. That's in the Guardian newspaper this morning. The Punch says, El-Rufai marketers fuel subsidy claims wrong. Federal government NNPC. Bring evidence of subsidy payment. Lokpoberi tells El-Rufai marketers. NNPC insists it is recovering full cost. Marketers peg petrol at 900 naira per litre. Policemen, Kogi governor foil EFCC attempt to arrest Yahaya Bello. Cardoso links depleting reserves to debt repayments. CBN stops banks from lending 50% of deposits. Heavy punishment awaits persons threatening Nigeria's unity. That's according to Tinubu. 29 Yoruba Nation agitators remanded. Oyo demolishes base. APC drags Kano judge before NJC ever Ganduje suspension. And that's in the Punch newspaper this morning. Now we move to Sporting Life. 3 Europeans, 2 Nigerians listed in the Super Eagles job. Nwabali said to be free agent, will not sign cheaper United extension. Union SG, QPR, Kaizer Chiefs on alert. Juve monitor in the D for summer move. Boniface, Salah, others challenge for Osimhen's crown. And of course, we have many more stories in the front page of the Sporting Life newspaper this morning. Veronica.